I don't see it is a environmental friendly project in their master plan or in their project here. And secondly, socially, culturally, and morally. Yeah, as all of you have been aware, casino is not accepted. It's not publicly acceptable in Yap culture or in Yap tradition, but also in the master plan. I call it master plan because there is no name on this big book. It just says ETG's plan in Yap. Yeah. In this plan, it said casino is the most important part in this project. I think it is like contradictory to the public morals. And also in terms of the nature of this development, it becomes very controversial because it deals with land. Even though people may argue they just lease their land for 99 years, they are not selling their land. But everybody in this room knows, land is like the essence of Yap culture. Yapese personality, identity, history, your name, and your connection is tied into the land. How could you imagine the land being in the hand of foreigners for 99 years? It's 3 to 5 generations. After 3 to 5 generations, we already suffer from the cultural loss. Not right now, from parents to children, from grandparents to children. Could you imagine when your land is not in your hand? It's not at your control. And could you still claim the land ownership is still owned by you, or it is just an empty ownership? You no longer be able to transmit, like for example, the memory, the story, or how people practice, how people are earn their living, how people like gardening or fishing, and how the ancestors' stories are inherited in the land and being able to transmit it to the next generation. This connection will be lost. So that's the second reason, socially, culturally, morally. I personally disagree with this investment project. And the final reason is cross-culturally, globally, and historically. Sorry for throwing out those big terms, because as a person whose first language is Chinese, and I love Chinese culture to a degree that I am a little bit hesitant to learn English. Maybe this kind of mentality also shared by older generation Yapese when they feel uncomfortable in talking in foreign language. For that reason, I particularly ask the state leadership and also the ETG side to reconsider this investment project. It is not an environmentally friendly, sustainable project, and it does not look good for the whole world. I really wonder when China now is become a rising superpower, it is expanding its power in the Western Pacific, and now they try to come to Yap. I believe out of their concern, they want to develop Yap, but is that the development we want? And to be honest, we say capitalism exists in human history only about 200 years since the steam engine was invented, which marks the beginning of industrial capitalism. And industrial capitalism creates the greatest differentiation between wealth, which means in a society, those who are super rich and those who are very poor become like two extremes in a society. So that's how people commented or worried about the homeless. Homeless in the poorest side, while the most rich people, they have a luxurious lifestyle. At the same time, in the same society, maybe in the same street, or next to each other. And capitalism, industrial capitalism, also results in the most serious pollution in the environment, and also results in World War I and World War II. And even though now we consider China as a communist country, but its mode of economic development now, since early 1990s, already moving toward to market capitalism at the cost of environmental pollution. So when I was in junior high and senior high and in college, when I heard we call it the mother river, like the two longest and greatest rivers in mainland China, Changjiang, longest river, Long River or Yangtze River, Huanghe, Yellow River, already being polluted. And could you imagine, at least a person with the Chinese culture, I feel my heart feels very painful. And that is the cost of the current development mode. And I don't think it is a sustainable mode of development. I don't think it's good for young. I think China needs to reconsider its developed ideology. Something you consider it is good may not be good for others, may not even be good for your own people. So for those three reasons, I really wish the Yapese state leadership and also the Chinese company seriously reconsider this investment project. Yeah, sorry, thank you very much.
Shiro me we arme ka dvada roko tungunere numunrodene narme shoga bai non makubara bugi babion kib bai non shog magadi tofon gon palla balala me magadi shol kay ki yogni ni non bayan ladan ngat fan frewini ma marago mangatin ko baba ngayo governor for speaker for the state legislature for the leaders for that me yog ngada toil gana mar me shishna kadan ngide mulung rada mukarone yingi baber nabaran kepi gidi yabai magari timri nge be ngayo ni kudan ngide tin kube gidi ba kol ini chin shiro mukamara rusho
Selama gure governor Anapal, gure chief bayan, kamu komulung. Kami dapat tahu dari belumnya. Mereka apa abis tomra ambil orang aku ni benar. Dawur berangkat, berangkat mufan ko gini koran mana. Kawin mo kumuragan da poplan ay orang am ta berkan sedia ay bewin ngene ngomel am telagan dara e gurim rulna ega kuba kan telaga e gurim rulna bego par kuba bego ka pesan to snagal basa mo bang korona tirpara sasem ko development BPA itiji malan Mabi kira ada, acara ngobang. Udah acara nara Pasifik ni, makin area koi terkait weapon dengan merulde, ada jawab, yang South Pacific ko Samoa. Magarago maboge yung point, no strategically important ko kira interest to Pacific. Wan population ko mo China, o underwiral. Malaria resource. Ada ibu mula nara kita ni, kita bang moko ba, ayo hol, ko gini orang. Ada kuarfan ubat apnya, pembiro kanser, ibu ni, yoga merul malan, mereka, daga ini daga sebab macam kenangan tu berada di shopping. Mereka arfan ni ibu ni. Dia beragenda amruel. Aku mengarahkan beberapa benar. Kasih pilih ni terkoran mana ni kami juga. Sesuatu orang kena apa orang dari kau belum ada lah. O kami di bayo kan era 2023 mga Korea asolpay. O bata pa na kan tinde ba normal na. Bilang nam ruwel ng tel. Ang bilakan tuwalibay, ang bilakan precaution ng borada. Ang bayo kan nam borada. Ada kuat apa na kan kuraya orang ang marulir ko belum ala. Palo 2023. Mari kami merulir waran ku merulir ko plan sadana or baju kamton ngal kal ko ne. Pan kim da tlaga re guri merulir na. Mau kata na kan kawara time kuraya no merulir da. Ekene ko be do pre wada ko telefon na moda. Mari guri belle ara bana mu be yo. Am tlaga pura ga benar yogra be ya. Galingam ngam tlaga. Makuwal fan kayo ke punto ng timo siya ko somon. Very genre mabaka na ano la ra agur betrir raya ng tala. Ara kabel bata frena area tomur ko mulur la kuribnan ulai matan dawur mun magaet dawur mun ngaet. Mafana da biyo ng tala bogor kami berdaftar, kogin bang raga nung bayo gudre, anak jadi koran lu abne, aku bilang telah, ya telah menduada nung telah kara, aku dimrul. Mafan ra rebe bupes ngam, ngomong buye, sini momen kora, sini nung rebe nung telah. Bata buye kami bata final, bina, raga nung pea. Flow mama. Ada bayi usaha kan. Mobile aja bayi flow ram kore busnya. Mada kurian yang berenda ramna. Manggut tu bayi. Mengurusi orang ini mendikol dengan ko. Bersih dah. Semar.
Suruh Mom guru governor nga bayan nga gumide legislature ng Dubin speaker nga fana legislature la kamya nan ngom de bada ge gidi nuri wa nung go ngin ngom de chini raya kan nga tofna nga lalame mo sul mayagni kiwili ba mo frawin grala ma nga no dan fan mara ko mga ko nan nga yoga mayo mara la kri mga dini nga muli mura